You get 75 summers, 75 winters, 75 springs, 75 falls, if you are lucky. Every Monday, you can write one off the list. You get about 4,000 weeks, if you're lucky. And I know hearing that it probably scares you. To be honest, it might piss you off. It pisses me off. People scare me with that shit, right? Because you always hear you don't have time. But then on the flip side of what I'm telling you now, you hear something like one of my favorite quotes. Time takes time. Dude, you could have sex 50 times. Guess what? Baby takes 9 months. What are you going to do? And the reason why I wanted to say this is the era we live in. The microwavable, the quick, 10K 30 days. Millionaire in 6 freaking months, 6-pack in 2 minutes. That is the era we live in. And I think part of the reason why we fail, why we fall short, is because expectations, right? Like, what are we coming up on? Depending when you're watching this. 2025. It's the new year, man. How many people are going to say they're going to change your life? Most. How many people are going to do it? A few. Because at some point, it's going to get hard. It's going to get difficult. It might take longer than you expect. And I'll tell you right now, controversial to popular opinion, controversial to what I've said in the past. Most of the business models, the workout plans, whatever it is you are pursuing, they often work. I'm going to tell you a story to prove that. When I wanted to gain weight, I looked up every fucking possible way to put on size. I looked up push-pull legs. Maybe I do the bro split. Maybe I do, Mike Menzer training, all this stuff. And here's the thing. They all work. Some better than others? Maybe. But guess what doesn't work? You. That's what I learned. I wasn't doing anything. I was spending all this time researching. Oh, I gotta find the right one for me. And I would do it for a day. Then I would do it for a week. Then I would do it for a month. And then I would do it for a year. And nothing changed. So I can tell you right now, most of the businesses probably work. To the degree you want them to, But at this point, does it really matter? You got to chase it, whatever it is, and understand it's going to take time. And it's going to go by regardless. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Because me, you, Elon Musk, same 24 hours, completely different results. Why? Because of what we do with it. And we can cope however we want with the fact that we don't have the time for the gym. We don't have the time to learn the skill. We don't have the time to build the business. But we all get the same 24 hours. It's just we're letting life get in the way. It's not a priority. And that has consequences, right? You don't go to the gym for a while. What happens? It starts to go away. It starts to get droopy. The 6-pack, it's gone. The vein is gone. But if you do go to the gym, you do lock in, you do learn the skill, what happens then? Relationships might suffer. You might stop talking to friends. You might not be as well connected. Consequences are going to be there regardless. The good part is you get to pick. So understand that this thing will go by regardless. That time will take time. But the question is over the course of this next 12 months, what will you do with it? That's it. That's all I got for you. There's no secret here. There is no key that I can give you. There's things you can do to maybe speed it up. Yes, of course. But regardless, man, if you can knock like for instance, man, me and you man to man, it took me a year of knocking doors, working essentially like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, usually 7, with the exception of maybe taking a day off. And I did that for literally 12 months to make multiple 6 figures. Went to a random fucking stranger's door and sold them shit. It's hard. It's difficult. It takes time. Like, I would just walk up to a door. So, like, dude, slam the door. I'm like, fuck, get wrecked. It's hard. I just want to let you know, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm setting it to give you proper expectations. That is why most people quit. That is why everything you are chasing has actual value. Because if everyone walked around with a six pack, a cool place, and a cool car, it wouldn't mean anything. It wouldn't, because everyone has it. Value and difficulty, they almost go hand in hand. And that is the advice I have to give you. Is pick your consequence. Choose your priorities. Don't cope with it. This message is to you as much to you as it is to me. Is make your choices. Choose the consequence. Understand that the actions you put in are the only thing you can really control. And the results, the expectations for them is like this. It's a straight freaking line. And let me tell you the reality, because I've seen a thing or two, is it goes like this. And you pass your expectations. It just takes longer than you think. So whatever that year, that goal, that thing is going to look like for you, realize that it might take longer than you think. And all you can control is what you do as that time passes by. I wish you luck, man. I do. That's all I got.